afternoon, folks. Welcome to 316 Automotive, the internet car show that talks to you about car repair and restoration. Yes, there have been some comments that 316 Automotive works on mostly Swedish cars. Well, that's because we work on mostly Swedish cars. You know, it is what it is. All right, what I'm going to show you today is about a Saab 9.3 convertible that you have the dreaded rear window overlapping the front window and causing in the doors and causing a good gap right here, which I'm going to show you, and a lot of wind noise. So let's see how to do that. Grab you and go right here. There we go. All right. Here you can see this? This side, the passenger side, isn't as bad, but I'm going to fix it. Right here, the rear window wants to ride up and cause some discontinuity here and cause a bunch of wind noise. So we're going to fix that so it goes nice and flush. I've already done the other side there, and I'm going to show you how to do this side. You know, I've worked out the method over there. So this will be pretty well flush. See this, the door window is proud of the back window, and so you get some wind noise in that. So first thing you got to do, very first thing, you got to take off the kick plate here, and that just unsnaps. And then you have to take off the you got to take off the seat belt right down there. See? And then you got to take off the side panel right here. And you'll notice I've got the back seat back is still installed, but the back seat cushions, boom, over there. You got to pop those out. Those are just a 30-second, if that, job. And that'll allow you to get where you want to go. Now, to take the back cover off here, the side cover, you have a Torx bolt right in there, and that is looking at this, that's a T30 right there, and a T30 right back down there. And then you have other plastic screws that are along the bottom that you have to get to as well, and that's easy. And there's, you know, one right there, of course, and so you get to them. So I'm going to take this off, and we're going to get to it. You have to thread this seat belt once you get that off through the blister, and so you can remove that completely. You can see there's the other side right over there, and I will show you how to do that. So, hang tight. Okay, what I want you to see right here is you have to take off, let me get over here. You have to take off the side seal here to the door, and you've got several plastic rivets that you have to take off, and there's another plastic rivet right there. So, what I do is I take a pair of curved pliers like this, and I can work them down inside here and pop that center piece, that center stud, to each rivet out and grab it with the pliers and then pull it out. If you've got a 90-degree or 45-degree tool that mimics this, that would be fine. Something like a large one of these, then that would be fine. Whatever you got to do. And so I'm going to root around in here and pop those plastic rivets out, and then bend this seal all the way down, lay it down inside. You don't need to disconnect the bottom there. That's going to be fine. So stand by. Popped out right there. I just got it out. Now I'm going to do the other one over here, and then the third one right in there. You can see that's a screwdriver one. You can pop that out yourself real quick. So kind of fiddly, but we'll get it done. Okay, there it is with all 3 rivets removed. So then you just take this and you can work it out. And it'll pop right off, and peel it down and throw it down there. And now you've got access to in here, because you're going to need to do that in order to take this off, the side panel off. I've already got the screws out for it, and so it's coming out in just a second. And I will put this You're going to have to work the light out, as you can see right here. And take off the light piece. You can disconnect one of the wires and then shove it back in there. And get this thing out like that. Now you're going to take the seatbelt bracket here. It will go through the blister slot. Looks like it won't. It will. Just gotta be holding your mouth right. And here we go. One side now. Now another thing you're gonna have to do is, you see this adjustable window wipe thing here? You're going to have to take that off in order to gain access. And that's okay. Just unscrew a couple of number 10 bolts and it comes away. Here's what it looks like on the driver's side. Very simple, and you can just put it back when you're ready. One wiper comes right out. Okay, now that I've got that cover off, show you. You see the internal workings here. This is the forward slide. This is the aft slide, forward and aft. You see that big nut and the hex bolt on either side. Those are the stops. So if you want the window to come up more this way, well, then you're going to adjust the aft stop. And the lower part of the window, you're going to adjust the forward stop. So what I do is I just close the door, and then I get inside and I roll the switches up and down and adjust these accordingly until we got a nice smooth line across here. So minimize the window noise. So I will get to that and I'll show you here. All right, let's see if I can do this here. You've got this slide right there. See how I loosened it and it slides up and down. The other one here is semi-loose. I'm going to roll the window up and it's going to come, and I'm going to adjust it where I want it, and then I'm going to tighten down the slides. So stand by for that. Yeah. Yep. See how it rides up? When you get to the end, you really just got to bump it a little bit because it's got some movement in it. Okay. that appears to be nice and flush. It used to be overriding like that quite a bit, but now it's nice and flush. I think that's where I'm going to adjust it. Okay. Okay, now that the window is where I want it, I'm going to adjust each of those stops right where they're at, and that should give me a picture-perfect window with an elimination of some wind noise. How about that? Stand by. Okay, let's see how it goes. Down. Now watch, it's going to come up. Hits the stop. Nice and flush right here. Very good. No overriding condition. And the other side is the same way. I've already taken care of that. Very good. Now the reverse, putting it back together, is the same as taking it apart. You can see the plastic fastener locations down here, another one right there, etc. And you get it all back together. And you might have to glue in the bezels for the light because they tend to break off pretty easy. Like here's a light bulb here. That's all right, no big deal. Some adhesive and the light bezels will go right back in place, of course, after you stick the light in there. So, all right guys, that's it for adjusting the rear windows on the Saab 9.3 convertible. My particular year is a 2000, so if you got overlapping rear windows on these cars, that's what you do about it. All right, talk to you later. Bye.